Well, good morning from the Chilkoot Inlet. We are on our way to Haines, that way. And just a little while ago, while I was in the shower, we passed the Eldridge Rock Lighthouse, which is that little bump right there on the horizon. Interestingly enough, if you continue down this way, you can get not only to Haines, but also to Skagway. We are not going to Skagway today, we're going to Haines. I'm pretty much ready for the day. I'm dressed in warm layers. I'm wearing a camisole, a t-shirt, a long sleeve turtleneck, and a sweatshirt, and I'm gonna put a coat on later before we leave. I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks and my boots. So I'm dressed warmly for the day because we know it's gonna be cold. It may or may not rain today, but we're not even in port yet, and I want to go get breakfast. And I think we're gonna go to the dining room for breakfast today because we've not done that yet. Emma went yesterday and didn't film it.
She was alone.
So yeah, she was alone. That was more of a question than like a shame thing. That was more like a did she question mark, because I didn't know. Yeah, Emma went yesterday but did not film it. So we're gonna go today because she said it was good. So I would like to go today because I'm hungry, and she said the coffee was really good in the main dining room. So once Mom is done tying up her bootsies, we're gonna head to breakfast because breakfast opened at 7, and I think it's slightly after 7 right now.
Here I am.
Yeah,
and I'm wearing socks and bootsies, and I have on my long johns underneath of my jeans, and I've got on a t-shirt, a turtleneck. I love turtlenecks, or a mock turtleneck, and then my new sweater. Is it pretty?
She got hers yesterday in Sitka, and I got mine yesterday in Sitka. And Emma's wearing her Catchy Can sweatshirt.
This was kind of Emma's idea, was to pack light, and we could buy us a new t-shirt or sweatshirt.
She's like, I'm just gonna pack like 1 or 2 sweatshirts and then buy a new one in every port, and then like the next day I'll just wear the one from the previous day. Like, hey, that's a great idea. So when I'm in Haines, I'll wear the one from Sitka. And that's what I'm doing.
And that's what I'm doing.
I brought 3 with me for Seattle and for like glacier viewing days, and also just in case I didn't find one that I liked. But I'm taking home a plethora of new sweatshirts, and I love all of them. You hungry?
Yep.
Right, let's go breakfast. Made it to the dining room. This is a different dining room than we have dinner in. So it's got different artwork. You can see Botticelli artwork back there. And here's our breakfast menu. Today they have a couple of specials. They have the lumberjack and mixed melon cocktail. And then some breakfast favorites. Eggs and omelets. And Emma and I are getting coffee and milk. Breakfast is here. I have a ham and cheese omelet. Mom went with the lumberjack special, and
look at those eggs.
And Emma got pancakes. And I have to talk about the chocolate milk because I have never had chocolate milk made with hot cocoa powder. That was weird. It was really good in my coffee though. Well, you can see, not on the ship anymore. Mom got off with me. Emma's actually going to stay on the ship today. We had a shore excursion booked here, and it was canceled. And it's really weird because, well, I guess our whole time here in Haines is kind of weird. We were supposed to get into port at like 7 a.m. and we had booked a shore excursion for a glass blowing experience that was going to start at 7:45 a.m. Then like the 30th of April, I think, they changed our port times for Haines from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. getting into port. And then, you know, our shore excursion was not going to happen at 7:45, obviously, because the ship wasn't going to be here. So we went to guest services when we got on board, and we asked, you know, are we still going to be able to do it? And they said yes. So the day we got on, they were like, yeah, sure, you're like, you are rebooked on like a later time. That's great. And then, what day was it? We got a piece of paper
Under our door,
and it said, we're sorry, but your excursion has been canceled. And it doesn't even show up on the app anymore that you can book it. So
I went by the shore excursion desk and asked him, is it just because of the time? And he said, no, they canceled all of them.
So, kind of disappointing. So Emma's going to stay on the ship today, and Mom and I are going to explore Haines. And I'm excited because I've never been here.
I'm not planning to get in the water.
No. I kind of did like a quick stop when Adam and Sherry and I came. Well, when we went to Skagway, we stopped on like the ferry from Juneau to Skagway. It stopped here. We didn't get off. We went on to Skagway. But when we just kind of pulled into town, I thought, this is a really pretty town, and I'd love to come back, and now I'm here. So we're going to explore today. You know, of all the places we've visited so far, this may be the quietest, sleepiest town.
Yeah.
It is Saturday, but like, there's not a lot of road traffic. There's a good shot of our ship. I think this line over here of people is people waiting for the free shuttle. And there's a gift shop right over there called Orca Gifts. I'd like to check that out on our way back to the ship. So, no big rush for that right now. We just came out of Whale Rider Gallery, and they've got a bunch of local artists' artwork, beaded jewelry and carved items, and like native designs on t-shirts. It's a really neat store. And the lady in there is so nice.
Really nice lady.
So, she was kind of telling us what we could do next.
Where we could go.
Yeah, it looks like in this building up here, there's some more Alaska-made gifts. And then the Wild Iris studio is this pretty little house over here. We may have to check that out too. So the Wild Iris in this little house up here was an absolute hit. And they're so nice in there. And he showed me something. I picked up this brochure. Let me see if I can find it again. So while we were inside, he took my little brochure that I picked up at the Whale Gallery down there. And he said that this porch right here is the porch on this building. That's where the shop is. And I just think that is so cool that we were
On that porch.
We were on that porch.
From 1913.
Yeah, and you can tell the view's the same. Maybe cruise ship in the way, but behind it's the same. Alright, we checked out Dejohn Delights, and we found an enormous whale vertebra that they had discovered, actually, the shopkeeper's father found in town under the dock when he was helping expand it. So that was kind of cool. We bought some spruce tip syrup and ice by the distillery up here. It's not open yet. I don't think it opens till, it says, well, actually, the map on my phone says 4, but the sign up here says 2. So we might be in summer hours and the map just might not be right yet, and that's okay. But Mom wants to find the post office.
She said we're close.
Yeah, she said we're pretty close to the post office. Mom and I were just kind of walking along the side of the road, and I spotted these leaves here, and I thought, that looks like a strawberry plant. And then I saw this, and I thought, that is a strawberry plant. Just growing wild on the side of the road here in Haines. Here's another one, right here. Oh, and the sun's gonna come out. Look at that.
And I'm not sure, but I think this is a very...
Yeah, this one could be one of those salmonberry plants that they were telling us about. We learned about those yesterday in Sitka. We just missed the tsunami warning. It was a great big woo siren. And it really doesn't last very long.
Not even 2 seconds.
No. It was really, really quick. But their alarm system works. Oh, hey, look, it's the American Bald Eagle Foundation. Oh, look, it's the skunk cabbage.
What's this? Oh, it's a crow. What's this?
What's that? So right here, these flowers, those are the skunk cabbages or skunk squash. I've heard it called both things. This is what bears eat when they come out of hibernation, and apparently it acts as a laxative for the bears, which is really cool. And this right over here is the American Bald Eagle Foundation. It's like another raptor center, kind of like what we went to yesterday. We're not going to go today. It's a $25 admission, which is really not all that bad when you think about what they do here. But since we just saw a bunch of raptors yesterday, I don't know that I feel the need to go into this one today. We have found the brewery. Admittedly, it's a little bit of a walk from the ship, but I don't mind. And neither does Mom. So we're here at the brewery, and they don't have flights. However, they do have 5-ounce pours. It is cash only, so you can go in, you can pay cash for one of these. And Mom and I have kind of been taking turns. So we tried the first one on the list, and it was good. We tried the second one on the list, and I thought it was boring. But this one is Captain Cook's Spruce Tip, and it is really, 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 really yummy. Well, that was a lot of fun. We're leaving the brewery. It was funny because Mom's really into the Untapped app, and so we logged the beer. It's the only social media she uses, really. And I walked in to get another pour of a different beer because we just got one at a time, right? Because I thought we can stop at any time. But I went in at one point for the next one, and this lady walked up to me and she goes, "Are you Auburn from the Untapped app?" And I was like, I have never been recognized from the Untapped app before, but that was really exciting.
She's been recognized on YouTube, but never for Untapped.
Well, I've been recognized from my channel. I've been recognized from Adam and Sherry's channel. I've never been recognized from
the beer app.
The beer app before, but that was really fun. Okay, I want to give you a little bit of context / orientation to where we are. There's our ship over there. We walked this way. The brewery we went to was down that way. We walked straight down this street. There's the Rusty Compass Coffee House. Here's the Hammer Museum, right next door to the Three Northmen, which is a like cidery / meadery. There's the Sheldon Museum and Cultural Center. And Mom and I are heading down to the red building, which is the Lighthouse Restaurant Harbor Bar, because we want cheeseburgers. So I didn't know what to expect from Haines, because it feels like, since it's so geographically close to Skagway, it should be similar, and it's not. Skagway has a gold rush history. Haines does not have that.
It's very different.
But like even the topography here, it's very hilly, and when you're walking around town in Skagway, you don't have these hills to deal with. I don't mind that. You know?
They have the cool totem poles.
I kind of like that it's
they have the really
different vibe.
Like we're in a valley of mountains.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really cool.
Haines is really beautiful. Skagway is really beautiful. And we've got this beautiful weather. We didn't expect to have sunshine today.
I can't believe it. I've got just my sweater on.
I took my coat off. Yeah.
Good picture of that.
Oh, look, a seal. Oh, this is pretty. Hold on. This is the Haines Sheldon Museum.
Marble carving.
Marble?
That's what it says.
It's beautiful. I don't know that I'm in the mood for a museum today. We might go in. Here's another seal. But I want a cheeseburger first, and I can smell them now. It smells so good. We're going to head to the Lighthouse Restaurant and Harbor Bar. They are open. Those are more seals up there. Very, very pretty. We have finished lunch, and it was really good. It was really slow, but
extremely slow.
Really, really tasty.
Really good.
And we're gonna head up the hill just a little bit to Three Northmen. It's supposed to be a cidery, meadery, and we're very excited about it. So we're in the
Meadery.
Three Northmen. And we are going to flight. It's 4 on a flight. I think we're going to do the Spruce Tip. Where did it go? We're going to do the Wild Blue. This is not the same.
This is what they gave us, yeah.
Yeah, this is not the same as the menu that we actually picked our stuff on. So they had some other things. They had a fireweed. There's that one. Spruce tip fireweed. I know we did Devil's Club, and we did a wild blue. So I'm excited.
See what we get.
Yeah. Well, that did not take very long at all. We have the spruce tip mead, fireweed mead, the Devil's Club mead, and the wild blue cider. We are done inside Three Northmen. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
A little loud.
There's a hammer.
And kind of dark. Yeah, we're in front of the Hammer Museum. Back there. And now we're going to walk up the hill and see about hitting up a souvenir store. So we left the Three Northmen and we went into a store called Alaska Robs, and they have like a bunch of local Alaskan artisans, which is really cool. We didn't find anything we wanted in there, but I did buy a bottle of mead at Three Northmen to take home.
It was yummy.
It was really, really good. So now we're headed to the distillery. So we're walking back toward the ship because
It's
we
right
had
there.
We had a little bit of a walk, and I'm telling Mom this now. We probably could have done like a shorter walk back, but I don't mind a little bit of a longer walk.
No, it took me past the post office again.
Well, she's been mailing postcards. So if anybody gets a postcard from, would they be from Haines?
No, I'm gonna mail them from Wrangell.
So if anybody gets a postcard from Wrangell with chicken scratch on it,
Yeah,
it's probably from her.
likely.
It's one of her special hobbies. We're at the distillery now. We went inside, we got a flight. There are a bunch of people inside, and the venue's not very big, right? And there's a couple of tables that are reserved because the ship actually has some tasting or distillery like tours that are coming here today. So there's a couple of tables reserved for those tours, right? Well, some of the people standing in line that just came here on their own today are really unhappy about it. Now we're sitting outside
And it's a
on the front
beautiful
porch.
day.
It's a beautiful day, and there's not a single soul out here with us. But we've got some beautiful benches. We're protected from the wind. We're protected from the sun, because otherwise we would get a sunburn today.
Yeah.
And we're also outside by ourselves, protected from all the other.
And just enjoying the ambiance.
Yeah, we're protected from all the cranky people. So we got the flagship flight, which is 5. They're 1/4 ounce pours, and the man in line in front of us was really upset because they're really small. And he's like, "You don't get much." I'm like, "Well, they tell you on the wall.
And the
it's a
flight
1/4
is-
ounce pour
And the flight was $14.
to try 3 or 5 spirits." We got 5 for 14. He got 3 for 8. And like, how much do you want to drink on your own? Like on its
and
own?
She said by Florida. She said by Alaska law.
That's true.
And she quoted him how much they're allowed to serve per person.
Right. So one flight counts as 1 drink, and per venue, you're only allowed to have 2 drinks per person per day.
Yeah.
And the brewery laws are weird here too.
Yeah.
But we subbed on the flagship flight. We subbed their rum because we're not big rum fans for their rye whiskey. Because Mom and I both really like rye.
Yeah.
And you know, she was really nice.
Yeah.
I thought she's like, "Can I get you anything else?" I'm like, sticker, you know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try all these. And it's 3:24 in the afternoon. We have 5 more hours in port.
This is great. It's been a great day.
It really has been a great day. What a wonderful day. If you're curious, here's our flight. So we've got gin, vodka, rye, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bourbon? What is that?
No, that is the rye. So this is the bourbon.
Oh, bourbon, rye, and
absinthe.
then, yeah, absinthe, which I think is interesting.
Really interesting.
Oh, and it smells good. It smells yummy. I think I'll finish with that, though. I want to start with it.
So the gin is 50 Fathoms gin. It's classic London dry style gin with a citrus twist. It's partnered with hand-harvested Alaskan spruce tips, whole juniper berries, cinnamon, coriander, and fresh tangerine.
Here, you want to smell it? Oh, I get the tangerine. Here, smell.
Supposed to be balanced with pepper.
Well, we met a really nice group of people from South Carolina, and they were so happy. I mean, I don't know if it's because we were at the distillery and they were drinking, or if they'd already had a thing to drink, or if they're just nice. But
And it's beautiful weather.
yeah, it is so beautiful. But we got to talk to them. We got to talk about a cruise that we were thinking about booking that they've done. So that was kind of nice. So anyway, Mom and I are making our way back toward the ship. I want to stop at Orca Gifts up here because I would love to get a Haines t-shirt. But I just haven't seen one that I like yet. I'm hoping Orca Gifts will have one. And if not, I'm just gonna get on the ship and do without, because it's not the end of the world. We had precisely 0 luck finding a t-shirt. However, we did get a bottle of gin, a bottle of limoncello, and a bottle of tart cherry liqueur, and a bottle of mead. So I think that's good enough for me, actually, today. We'll see if Emma wants to get off and look at some of the local jewelry in that art shop, because it was awesome. But for now, Mom and I are going to get back on the ship and dump some of this stuff off, because we certainly don't need our coats right now. We came up to deck 14 for ice cream. I know you can't see it. Mine is a beautiful vanilla soft serve. Emma has an ice cream sandwich. And Mom is working, well, she's waiting for her premium sundae. How's the cookie?
It's pretty good.
How's the ice cream in the cookie?
Fair.
Yeah? Not bad soft serve. Ooh, their cookie's good. Time for dinner. Good idea. Good idea. All right, now we're at dinner. I know we did it backwards tonight, but we're gonna have had ice cream first, and I regret nothing. So for dinner, they've got calamari as one of their appetizers. And I think the Indian korma sounds good. The seared scallops and chorizo sounds interesting. The parmesan turkey sounds good. Another cherry coke.
Cherry Coke,
A hot tea.
hot tea.
Lemon drop. All right, I've got calamari, and Emma has, shocking, calamari. You want to tell us what you got, Emma?
I got the Parmesan crusted turkey breast.
I was looking at that. I thought it sounded good.
It looks good.
I got the, not fettuccine alfredo, it's the tagliatelle something or other with peas and looks like ham and garlic bread. Ooh. And Mom got the scallops with chorizo. She got 2 of them.
He said it's small, so he brought me a double order.
All right, dessert time. Emma has cheesecake. And Mom and I both have the grapefruit sorbet.
It's pretty.
It is really pretty pink. Is it yummy?
Mm-hmm.
Is it bitter?
It's grapefruity, but it's not bitter.
So we finished dinner, and it's now 8:15. The ship is getting ready to sail away in about half an hour, I think. Well, all ashore, all aboard is in about 15 minutes. So I would imagine as soon as they get everybody on board, we're going to get ready to sail away. Now, we don't have to go very far for Glacier Bay tomorrow, because actually the other side of those mountains is, you know, basically Glacier Bay. So it's really close, not far at all. But I thought I would sit out here and kind of watch the ship sail out of Haines, because it's just so scenic and so pretty. We've been, well, I sat out here for a while and I talked to Anthony on the phone, and I got to see a bunch of bald eagles. I didn't get any of them on camera, but we haven't seen any other wildlife today. No whales, no bears, no otters, no seals, no sea lions. I'm okay with that. It was a beautiful day today. I cannot get over the weather today, because it cleared up, it got sunny, it got warm. It was just beautiful. Perfect, perfect, perfect day in Haines today. Truly. Well, we had plans for the sanctuary tomorrow in Glacier Bay, but the more we think about it, the more we think we're going to cancel that and we're not going to go. And that's okay. Maybe some other time we'll check out the sanctuary. I know they do something special for Glacier Day.
He's not done it, and I've not seen anything on it.
Well, and I know they do something really special for Glacier Bay Day. So it's not just like the normal sanctuary experience. I don't know what it is because I've not seen it. and I've not experienced it myself, but I don't think tomorrow's going to be the day. Yeah, it's going to be an early start. 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:15 I think the park rangers get on the ship, and then we're done 3:15 in Glacier Bay, I think. And then the rest of the day is traveling to Wrangell. But I think Sunday is the perfect day to be in Glacier Bay, because if you're in any of these other ports on a Sunday, a lot of these shops are going to be closed, you know? We were really, really lucky today in Haines that so much was open, and we had such wonderful weather. I had a really wonderful day. The only problem was I didn't find a t-shirt I wanted, or a sweatshirt, and that was the only disappointing part. It is a really beautiful little town, beautiful setting.
So snow-capped mountains behind it.
Yeah, if you can see behind me back there, it's so pretty. And I just kind of can't imagine living in a place like this and waking up and that's what it looks like outside my window. That's what I saw when I woke up this morning, though. That was nice. But I'm going to say goodnight, and you guys will see us in another video tomorrow. Good night!